message gets clearer and clearer the more we open up and surrender to the knowing that we have a purpose. So, written in that purpose, and it doesn't matter what it is, it just has to be a feeling that I'm here for a reason. I make a difference. I am equal to all beings, to the greatest masters. I am the same as that being on the street who feels hopeless. I'm the same as the President of the United States. I'm the same as all beings, and we each have our own purpose. We're playing it out perfectly. If we hold on to the feeling that life is flowing through us perfectly in every moment, there can be no wrong. And in that realization, we will create our circumstances to be more and more perfect, to be aligned with that feeling of, yes, life is working, and life is working through me to accomplish something. And in that feeling of accomplishment, there is a drive, a creative will, and that's where the will of something higher sets in. We have to realize that just as joy has a purpose, so does pain. That pain, though it might be a harder lesson, is the soul's impetus to grow. And so it's creating friction in our souls to wake up quicker. Now, that doesn't justify the pain. It doesn't necessarily make it go away. But what it does is it allows us to realize, oh, this pain that I'm feeling has a purpose. It's bringing me awareness to an aspect of me that's not comfortable with how I feel inside and how I relate to the world. My conditions in the world that I think are outside of me are all conditions of myself. There's an empowering sense of responsibility when we own that. Right, I've created my world perfectly to bring me to a state of awareness where I can embrace my pain as something that can bring me forward in my life. Doesn't matter who you are, where you've come from, the nature of your culture, the personality that you are presuming to wear in this moment. What matters is that we each feel a sense of honor and respect for each other, that we cultivate within our own self a feeling that I am worthy, that I am a spark of God, that each person is a spark of God, and that if we merge those sparks, we realize, right, we've come from the same space, we've just slipped on different bodysuits, different personas, and yet each of us has something mysterious, powerful, and moving right here in our heart, literally coursing through our blood and our biology, something as deep as our DNA, something that actually connects us beyond the cultural and social imprints, and that is seeking to know itself through each of us. When we can feel that with every being we look at, we have begun to realize that we are all the same, that there is something moving through each of us that wants to know itself through every relationship, through every circumstance, through all of the experiences in our life. It's the same thing happening. We're learning to love ourselves. We're learning to love each other. It's a simple equation. It was written in the code from the very beginning. Love will find itself the moment you say yes to it. It's easier to love yourself when you know that God dwells within you. So if you can feel the same energy of how you connect to God, the reverence, the honor, the humility, the beauty, and the grace, all the virtues that you place upon the image of God, place those in your heart. Feel those as your own qualities. Feel the reality that God made you in its own image. And so that means you're perfect as you are.